Just so you know, I don't typically do this off the CAD program. The only reason I'm doing this is because the bike isn't here. Typically you'd have a bike sitting in the shop like this. What you can do is take just a piece of TIG wire or whatever you got laying around, anything stiff, and just bend it into place. So you could say, hey, I want to come up this high. You could bend this here and then come back wherever, bend that there. Then you could take that off and actually turn this into your template or for your fixture, whatever you're gonna make. But I don't have that opportunity today, so that's why we're doing it how we are. All right, so my buddy Bill needs a set of bars made. Okay, so he hit me up, wants me to make them for him. And his bike is about 10 hours-ish away from me right now. So I have no reference, I can't make them around the bike. I'm just gonna show you the process I do for making bars on somebody's bike when I don't have it. So first off, I had him send me 2 different pictures. Well, I got more than that, but these are the 2 that we decided on. And this is where he wants his bar position to be, somewhere around here. So we need to match that. We need to come back into the front end. These front ends, you can't see it, but they actually use a slip joint, and it'll slip into this back leg. And you can see there's a little set pin right there that'll set the bars in, so it'll go straight into the front end. But I'm going to show you the process I use right now to make a set of bars as close as I can without having the bike. So we'll pull those off. We're going to go over here into Fusion 360, which some of you may have heard of. It's a CAD drawing program. If you don't buy it, you can get like a personal account that'll set you up for free. So you can come in here and we're going to take those pictures that Bill sent us. We're going to open it up, select it, and there we go. So now you can choose like your transparency, how see-through you want it, and all that fun stuff. This program has a lot to offer if you really dig into it. But now we've got this picture, okay? So now what I need to do, I had him put these 2 tape marks, if you can see on his front leg here. And that's gonna be what I'm gonna calibrate this photo off so I can get all my sizing correct. So what Bill did is he taped it off and he measured from here to here. So the inside of the tape is 6 inches. So now I'm gonna calibrate. So what I'm gonna do is drop a point right here at the bottom of that tape where he measured, and one more point at the bottom of this tape. And that is a 6-inch gap. So what I'm gonna do is insert my 6 inches. 6 inches, I guess that doesn't matter. Boom. Now we're way blown up, and now we're to a standard size of actually what, you know, it's real life size if you were to print this out. I calibrated the whole scale. So from here, I'm gonna just draw out kind of what I'm thinking, and I can get my dimensions and everything I need as far as measurements. And then, yeah, we should be able to pull the angles together and make something that's close to what he's looking for. All right, so we've got our bar design done here. You can see it's crazy what this new technology stuff will do. It makes it just so much easier. So we're gonna move them forward just a hair, but this is the end product we're gonna go for. I just got off the phone with him, so he knows what they're gonna look like. I'm gonna leave these long so he can cut it, and the front side he can slip further in or further out of the fork leg to change the height. So that can change, but here's my favorite part of this. So now that it's all drawn out, you can come in and literally just measure where your cuts are going to be. So you can see like this bottom cut on this first one is going to be 15.85 inches or 885. And then let's say you want to know what angle you're going to hit on the top now, because you don't know exactly what it's going to be. There you go. So it's 16.45. So you can literally mark those 2 things out on your tubing, and boom, you can cut right away. Fine tune it, and you're gonna get a pretty darn close, you know, finished product here. So let's move into the garage and we'll start working. Here we are back in the garage. Here's my paper list over here of what cuts I need for what bend. So I've already marked out the bottom and the top of the cut. So just to get my angle right, I'm just gonna cut this with a portaband. I'm gonna rough it in, and then I'll come back and hit it on a belt sander. For the first one, I'm gonna just rough it, then I'll make a fixture for the second one to perfectly match it. But material wise, this is gonna be DOM tubing. I don't know if I made the mistake or the company I got it from, but usually I'll do 120 wall. This is 250, so it's super thick, but it ain't gonna go anywhere. Two sets of bars cut up. Before I go any further, I'm gonna throw these in the lathe. On these bottom halves, the flat surfaces, I'm gonna face those real quick. So I'll face this set, I'll face this set as well. And then while I have it on there, I'm gonna do a polish on them. Well, not so much a polish, but I'm gonna take a Brillo pad and just clean them up so they're prepped and ready to weld when I get to that point. All right, so here we go. This is just kind of how we're gonna fixture it in place here. So we got two for this main down bar, two for the top, two for the last side right here. Should work out pretty well. So I'm gonna pull these out, bevel them, and we'll throw it back in the fixture and start tacking, pull it out, bevel the next one, match it back up the same way, and we're good to go. If you don't have one of these fixture tables, which I'm guessing most of you don't, you could do the same thing. Just grab yourself like some 1/4 inch flat bar or something like that. All you have to do is have your welding table, cut a couple 1-inch little pieces, and just tack them around. It's the same concept. It's just a little more time consuming. All right, we're all completely fixtured here, clamped in, can't go anywhere. So I'm gonna come in, I'll tack it, I'll flip it over, do a couple tacks on the other side. Everything's tacked on both sides. We're ready to go. So on these bars in particular, we want to keep the super sharp bends here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just fill it with 1/8 inch rod. Usually I use like an 040 or 1/16, something thinner, because it stacks pretty, it looks nicer. But I know everything, we're gonna grind everything down except for maybe this small segment in the bottom. I'm gonna leave that just for extra support. There's no bevel, I'm not worried about it. Okay, so here they are, all finished up and ready to go in the mail. They're pretty smooth. Polisher still has a little work to do, but I came in and I got the inside welds as well. There's enough meat on them where I could actually do it on these. A lot of the times that's not the case, but I'm looking forward to seeing what these look like on Bill's bike.
House of Choppers, baby.